Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 6th episode of the Curveball podcast. I'm your host, Olin. I am joined here by my host, Kuba.
Hello.
And unfortunately, there was an issue with scheduling. We were originally supposed to have Ross or Mihal, I can't remember which one. And when they asked us to join, they had a specific clause saying, do not put them in the same room or they will fight. Unfortunately, we didn't want to break the news to either of them, so they're both here now. Introduce yourself, lads.
Fuck you, Mihal.
What the fuck?
Hello, I'm Ross.
He's Ross.
I am.
And what's your name?
Oh, excuse me. My name is Mihal.
Or how would Abby and Naya put it?
Mihal.
Michael.
Mihal.
But yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Shout out to Abigail Henderson and Linnea Dugan.
Don't say their full names, man.
To be
Shout
fair,
out to-
Abby did say her full name.
Yeah, Abby did say
Yeah.
our full names.
Okay.
Shout out to Sean Lennox. While we're at it.
Yeah. Hello, Sean.
Also, Rufus, what was his middle name again? Peter O'Connell?
Oh,
Rufus Peter O'Connell.
I know it's Rufus something O'Connell. He always puts his middle name after it as well.
Ooh.
I
Who
think-
else? Who else? Shout out to
Shout out
to Mom.
Shout out to Mom.
Shout out to
hey, mom.
Hey, Mom.
Shout out to...
Or in Polish, it's like mama.
Fuck. Shout out to Ackleton Banny.
That's a golden reference.
Yeah. So yeah, what?
Yes.
Well, we usually start off with the guests saying their topic. So,
Oh
yes.
Yes.
what's,
Are
what's,
you ready?
what's your topic?
Okay.
lads?
Me and Ross, because we're married, we thought that we would discuss two short topics, if that's okay with our
Yeah,
hosts.
That is absolutely okay.
What's the second one?
The first one was drunk versus sober stories.
Yeah.
And the second one was how gay can we go
Be-
before it's gay.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay.
I found that topic to be
No, it's
hyper relevant.
It's a
to
damn
me
good
and
topic
Ross.
because
It
we have
is.
two people who, if you didn't know, would probably suspect we're a couple.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
There's no suspecting with
There's
me and Ross.
Oh, no,
hey, now.
There's never any suspecting with Cuba. I mean, his
no.
girlfriend's just the
They're
other
touching each other, by the way, guys.
Yeah, you can't see it, but there's a lot of touching
There's a
going
lot of
on.
tension
Yeah.
going on in here at this room.
I feel like 4 hands on me right now. 2 of them
Those
are
aren't
mine.
hands, man.
Yeah, Ross, do you want to start us off with our first story?
Oh, for story.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't think of one.
Jesus
The topic was your confidence of what you would do when you're sober compared to what you do when you're drunk.
when you're drunk.
Yeah.
My mom listens to this podcast.
We will we will try keep it as PG as we can.
No. Just
keep it.
don't embarrass Olin in front of
Oh,
his
no.
mother. That's it.
No, we will
So
not be
Olin
using.
did this really fucked thing when he was drunk.
So like, I remember one time Olin offered me like some fucking.
Don't mention drugs. We're not allowed to.
I wasn't going to. He offered me his phone to play Plants vs Zombies.
Oh yeah.
I
was told about this actually.
Yeah. I was just like, this was like during one of the pranks at Ross. I just was like, man, this shit boring. I pulled out Plants vs. Zombies. And then like, I saw him be all like staring longingly at us,
Yeah.
like, you want to play? And he's like, yeah.
Yeah, I was getting so like overstimulated, which can sometimes happen when I'm drinking,
Oh Jesus!
and then I'll need literally just give me 10 minutes of just
Plants vs.
Plants
Zombies.
versus fucking Zombies.
Oh my God!
Oh, it's a go-to game though.
It is a great
It is.
game.
Oh, it's a great game.
Yeah, I never finished the second one.
Yeah.
No, I think that's because it's just like obscenely
It's
long.
just so, yeah, it is
Yeah.
ridiculously long,
Yeah.
to be
Yeah.
fair.
They've been milking the franchise ever since the first game.
Yeah,
It's like Angry Birds.
I miss Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah,
remember you loved to play.
I
that.
remember seeing all the videos of like Slender Man in Plants vs Zombies. Because like if you look out of bounds in one of the maps, you could just see like fucking
Yes.
Slender Man.
Scared the shit out of 10-year-old me.
Oh, yeah, I know, yeah.
Herobrine's real?
That game didn't come out in time.
Well, you know what I meant. Those videos.
But now, like back to the whole topic of like
Yeah.
sober versus not sober or drunk. Stuff you'd be doing, the stuff you do and you wouldn't, like, for example, dancing, the big one.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Oh,
yeah.
Like, I think we can agree that every person in this room.
Oh yeah.
loves-
We would like you would never see us be coordinated at all,
Yeah.
like
Oh,
dancing
yeah.
sober, and then you give us like a shot or something, and it's like
Yeah.
the most beautiful like
Life is
swan
amazing.
dance
I get
ever.
to prance about.
Did you see me dance at your pranks?
Yeah,
like
and it's the
one
best
time
thing
I
I've
came.
ever seen in my life.
It
Unreal.
was brilliant.
That was brilliant.
It's either that or just whenever you're drunk, you have a habit of just stealing shit, and it's like
Yeah.
you have like an insane habit of stealing shit.
For example,
No wonder my fridge has
not
gone
to-
missing. And
not to call out Sean again,
oh.
but
But-
Sean has this nasty habit of stealing IDs.
Yeah, he does.
What do you mean stealing
he
IDs?
stole all of mine.
Yes, he stole Olin's.
Stole mine.
He stole Ross's. He misplaced mine, which, yeah, sound for that. I still don't have
I
it
shit
back.
you not. He got so drunk, he stole all of mine that I literally was like shitting myself. And then the next morning, he woke up at like 3 p.m. was like, "Oh yeah, I have all of your IDs." Walked in, hungover, is just like, "Here's your IDs." Like, yeah, thanks, Sean.
You know, while we're on the topic of Sean and while we're on the topic of dancing, the most glorious fucking salsa dancer I've ever seen in my life.
Stop.
My God, Sean Lennox.
What about me and Kane's fabulous waltzing?
Oh, lad,
That
that was
was
unreal.
brilliant. That was
I missed
fucking-
that.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
we did it. We did it on the balcony of Ross's under the
the
starlight,
moonlight, yeah.
and
Dancing in the moonlight.
then the second one we did it in front of the crowd to let you know that we're here and we're glad to be queer.
That's good.
That's so good.
Really
That's
good.
unreal.
That'll
On
lead
my
us-
balcony and all.
Yeah.
That leads us into like our other topic of conversation.
Yeah. What do we?
Um,
How do we even talk?
Me, okay,
For
How far-
context.
How far do you have to
yeah,
go?
yeah. Like for context, I should probably tell the story of
The
Picture
lore.
House, where it all began.
Was that? No, it wasn't Picture House. It was when we
fucking-
got
it
the.
fucking was
It
Picture
was when I
House.
bought
Okay.
this.
Anyway, I forget the name of. It was Charlie. It was Charlie at the Picture House. I was
Oh yeah.
forced. Thank you, Sophie. Forced to go to Picture House this one time. I didn't really know what it was about, but I said, "Fuck it!" Like
Yeah,
the rest
It's
of the
this
lads
like
are
short
going.
film showcase. It's on in the past.
Good
yeah.
crack.
Oh, it's
Still
great
great.
crack.
Yeah.
And we got a free like token for a
For
free
a whiskey thing, yeah.
free
yeah.
bit of whiskey. So like,
Might as well, like, it's
like
free
and
whiskey.
We paid a $5 for entry, so we quite literally paid €2 less than we would have for a bit of whiskey
Yeah.
and a show.
Yeah.
It was unreal.
Anywho, Charlie, Sophie's friend, taps me on the shoulder as we're about to leave. Where's your boyfriend? And instead of being like, "What? I'm straight," I said,
You.
"Well, you must mean Ross." I looked.
Because well, you must mean Ross.
You must mean Ross.
Oh, you must mean Ross.
I kid you not. You couldn't write this. I point over to the bar.
Where I am.
Ross turns around, flickers his fingers at me, and he says, "I'll get you a drink." And there it began.
It was because there's this market on in campus and I got this ring
Yeah.
and I remember you came over and you were like, wouldn't it be really funny if I proposed, and you like got down your ear and was like, will you marry me, as a joke. And since that fucking day
Yeah, we've been married.
we've been married.
We've been married. So like, I don't know if you guys have had any like close shaves with like people thinking. people knowing.
Oh, there's been no close shaves. People genuinely think we're like
Oh,
going
no,
out.
like
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
kind of ridiculous. We have kissed. Spoilers for. I mean,
How romantic.
I don't know why Ross is being embarrassed here.
I'm not embarrassed.
You are
I'm
my-
just giggling.
You are my wife.
You're blushing.
See what I mean?
See, the thing is with me and Kuba, it's like I'm pretty sure like people is just like I don't know, like I don't know. I've never asked people like, do you think me and Kuba are gay or something like that? But I do genuinely think like the fucking we always joke about like shit like that, you know.
Yeah.
But I know like Kuba is very very obvious that he has a girlfriend.
I have
and
a
all that,
girlfriend.
so no one like really has gone to the point where it's like up to your point, anyways. You know.
Well, to be honest, I think Ross could tell me he had 10 girls in his bed, and I would still be questioning his sexuality.
Now,
you done
why
those?
would you do that?
Because you're gay, Ross.
You guys,
Says you.
you guys shoot those like online. Am I gay tests together?
We did one of them. We did one of them in class, I swear.
Did we? I didn't.
I feel like we did.
I didn't. That would have been funny. I would
Just
have
like question 1: do you have strong feelings for another man? yes, I do. You know, just like looks over.
Where is he?
Also got my opinion now of what's too far before it's considered gay. One night stand. If you go past a one night stand, then you're gay.
Wait, with a guy?
With a guy.
Hold on. Hold on now. Hold on, wait.
What do elaborate?
What the fuck do you mean?
So
what,
can
you
you
sleep
stop-
with a guy?
So,
If you
And
sleep-
you don't think that would be gay?
so you're,
No, I-
so you're telling me
You tell me you can sleep with
you
a
can,
guy.
you can sleep with a guy, have sex with a guy, but
Yeah.
as long as it's not a one night stand, it's not
No,
gay.
I mean, if it is a one night stand, then it's fine. Anything past a one night stand.
So
I don't think-
anything
I don't
past
think-
fucking the guy just once.
yeah.
Okay,
No,
okay,
you're
okay,
allowed
okay,
to-
okay, okay,
no,
okay.
okay,
Well, hold on,
hold on.
hold on. Just to clarify, what if you
done?
had 2 one night stands? Is it gay then?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's so is it a case of
Listen. Let me explain
Hit that
myself.
soundboard.
Let me explain myself. I'll allow you one just to experiment.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, okay. It's just
Interesting.
experiment.
One just to experiment. But anything
Okay.
beyond that, I hate to say it, fellas.
And I think I've got bad news for you, pal.
Oh no.
I think it might be a small bit gay to fuck a guy, to be honest. I'm so sorry, man, but
Newsflash.
No. No.
I'm not gay, I just fucked him.
Here, boy, I fucked him. I never saw him again, though.
At least I didn't do it twice.
It's like the way
At least I didn't do twice. Yeah, that's the mentality.
the way I picture that is like, you know, those tropes where it's like, let's say a husband and a wife,
Yeah.
and the man is starting to question his sexuality, so he like goes sleeps with another man just to like see if he's actually gay, and then he's like, oh no, I'm not gay.
That's it.
Olin's slyly trying to introduce like an excuse. He was like, yeah, but I think a one night stand would be alright, right, guys? Guys, right?
Right, Kuba?
Right, Kuma?
We said it would only happen once.
Okay, hold on.
Again.
Just
But
like
what-
you open the door to Ross and it's like, I said only once. We're not allowed to see each other
Okay,
anymore.
hold on. But like, what constitutes a one night stand for you, Olin? Because like, what if you got a hand? What if you didn't actually sleep with the man, but you got a handy?
Well,
Oh, God.
You see,
that's just good
that's
friends.
That's an interesting debate, right?
Yeah.
Because
Trying to see it. Like,
actually, is wanking gay?
What the fuck are you doing?
Okay,
What is
whatever.
this podcast about?
Sorry, I know you're not wearing headphones. I just played a thing of Olin screaming.
Yeah.
But like,
Okay.
We're gonna be
Is-
talking about drunk versus sober.
Yeah,
5 minutes later,
yeah.
is wanking gay?
well, the thing of it, it's a man's hand.
Oh Jesus Christ!
But your own
But
bike.
it's your own.
I know.
Does that mean fucking getting surgery is gay? Because like male surgeon's hand is inside you.
Buddy,
Unless the
buddy,
male
buddy,
surgeon
buddy.
wanks you off, like. I don't
Oh, okay. This is
What's going on? Is this really?
this is okay.
To change topic just slightly.
Back to sober.
Do
and
you ever think that like you?
Oh, this could
might
be
have
monumental.
Do you ever think you might have been denied by someone because they thought you were gay?
Oh,
Oh,
that's a good question.
That's a good question. Well, I'd never think about something like that.
No, you're right, Olin.
Yeah.
I would never ever look at you and be like, that man, he's straight.
What the fuck?
Yeah, all right, pal. Yeah,
Whoa, 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 whoa.
yeah, all right, pal.
or do you think you were denied because somebody thought you were gay?
Oh, like, fuck.
I've never thought about it though. That is
Yeah,
a
no,
good
exactly.
question.
Yeah, yeah.
I think, like, maybe, like, to be honest, again, it goes back to the whole drunk thing.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone's a bit friendlier.
Mm.
And so, maybe, like, people think I'm gay with Ross.
What? No way.
It's just so funny, just like the causes, like people think I'm gay with Ross. Just you constantly go back to that, and it's so
Yeah.
fucking funny.
He's obsessed.
And you're not?
I play hard to get with it.
There's a ring on your finger, Ross.
Oh,
Oh shit.
I remember we were talking about this. Who's
Where's
like
the other
who's the
No, please don't ask. Please don't ask that question.
Who's
No,
the,
please,
Ask.
please don't ask
Ask.
that. No,
who-
don't.
who's
I
the
know-
dominant
He bullies me.
figure in this
He
relationship?
bullies me.
I think that answers your question.
Yeah, well,
Man, I tell you what, this podcast is really inclusive. We have the
Yeah.
first gay couple in our course here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Congrats, guys.
But
I'm
one
thinking
thing.
about that question though. That is like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
it's a
think
really-
I think no, Ross.
I was gonna say I don't think I act that gay. Besides from us.
Oh no,
Yeah.
Ross.
Do I?
Ross. People have questioned.
Me.
Yes.
Alright.
you-
Oh,
Kind of to round it
I
back.
can assume that when like
Yeah.
not even like prompted, you turn around, it's like I'm getting you. A
Oh, that is
Yeah,
true.
like-
Actually, yeah.
Like it only confirms the joke that like Charlie was trying to make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna go along with this. This is hilarious.
Yeah.
And then that's what started this.
But that's like how
in-
most
Yeah.
of those type of stories,
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
begin. Like
Yeah.
It might be the
exactly.
musical theater thing as well. It might give a bit of.
Yeah.
Tiny bit of
It's just
spice. thing.
pizzazz.
It's just the flamboyance of you, like.
God bless. God bless.
I mean, walking into the quiz with a full suit while Mihal's like averagely dressed is just
It
flamboyant.
means I'm suave as fuck.
Okay. Ross was not meant to host that quiz
Whoa.
with me. I offered it, and Ross was like, hell yeah, I'll do that. Let me just like completely upstage you and ruin everything. Because that's what I do now.
And it all worked out for the best.
I mean, you did get shots of vodka out of it.
Okay.
That is true.
That is true.
You, Olin, Olin, you won the quiz.
You won.
I know. I
No,
always win.
just you, Olin.
Anyway,
No one else.
guys, you know what I see flying towards us right now from across the room?
Oh my god, no way.
plane?
I think I know.
It's a curveball.
Congrats! You get your first one.
Okay.
Okay. So
I remember.
I got inspired by your sober versus drunk stories for this curveball. And
Wait,
the
we're getting the
curveball is going to be, what is your most embarrassing moment while drunk?
Don't do this to me.
Don't.
So,
about you start us off?
Yeah. How about
Son of a
Kuba?
bitch.
You can go first, and we'll see if we want to proceed.
You have
Go
to. You have to lay the groundwork.
usually it should be the person who asked the question goes last.
Ross will go first. So
Hold on, no, I need to think of which one.
Which
Because
one?
I have one that will absolutely ruin me, and then I have one that I could probably share.
That's exactly what I'm
Yeah.
thinking. as
yeah.
well.
See, like
Okay.
again, I've
You have
one
a very good one.
I've one that's really funny,
But
Yeah.
but it
Okay.
might not
No
be
one.
appropriate.
You know what?
It should not leave this room.
Well, it's gonna.
Oh,
Anyway,
that's very
Yeah,
funny.
that is-
so I'm gonna talk about
Oh, no, I shouldn't
me
talk about
attending
that.
a friend's 18th. You know, so this is like what 2 years ago now. Aliga's 18th.
oh dear.
Mine and Mihal's friend. So, I was at his 18th birthday party. It was hosted at his house. I brought with me 2 liters of vodka. Okay. I think that night I consumed about 2.5. in the span of like 5 hours, I think it was. You know, I arrived about 7 p.m. No, sorry, a bit longer than that. I arrived about 7 p.m. Got home at midnight. I don't know how the fuck I got home, lads. I just got home. But anyway, that's not the main point. I woke up in the morning, right? And I went downstairs. Obviously, hung the fuck over. And I noticed that the bathroom's been painted, quite frankly coated by a professional painter with like layers of vomit, right? And there was a very funny human-shaped laying on the floor kind of outline on the floor.
And you
Now,
lay down and it perfectly. flat.
There was also a cabinet that was fucked to the side, like kind
Oh,
of like,
no.
and shit all over the floor. And I was like, okay, what happened? So I kind of did my quickest, like still pissed hungover job of cleaning it like half-arsedly. And I was like, grand job. And I went back to sleep, only to wake up 3 hours later to my mother yelling at me, telling me to go back downstairs and clean that mess, right? And then I finally get the dots filled in by my sister. So, backtrack. I got home at midnight. My friend's parents had to drive me home because I was in a state, to say the least, obviously. And these are the dots I can fill in from what my sister told me. So, I got home, closed the door somehow, went to the bathroom, puked all over it.
Oh my god.
Then almost slipped on the puke, grabbed onto the cabinet, took the cabinet with me, and then I fell asleep on the floor in my own vomit. Now, in the house that night, my mother wasn't home that night. She was staying over at her partner's, but my sister had her friends staying over, and my brother was also at home sleeping soundly. For whatever reason, her friend came downstairs to grab a glass of water. And all she saw was the light in the bathroom on, and me just there laying with shit falling over, right?
God.
And they entered in a panic because they're like, holy fuck, Cuba slipped and like, I don't know, broke his head open or something. So she ran upstairs to my sister's like, Dominica, what? I think your brother's knocked downstairs. I was like, what? So Dominica comes downstairs and she looks at me, she's like, whoa, what the fuck? Runs upstairs, gets my very caring brother.
Matty?
He gets Matty, yeah. He gets downstairs, looks at me, kicks my leg. Kuba, wake up. Just shit starts shaking me awake. Kuba, wake up. And I finally apparently I woke up, I was like, oh, what the fuck are we doing? Whatever. I was mumbling to him. He's like, here, I got you a glass of water. No, yeah, too much. It's for you, boss. And then I was just being like, no, I'm good. Yeah. You have it. It's for you. And then I proceeded to.
Oh, boy, that's real kind of you now.
How do we?
I proceeded to be like, my brother kind of lifted me up, and I managed to like kind of trog my way to my fucking room, and I knocked out cold.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what? That's gonna be my embarrassing story.
Okay.
So yeah, who wants to go next?
Will I go next? Do you want me to?
Yeah, regale us.
This
please.
was okay. So this isn't really this is a bit embarrassing, but there's a lot of different stories that happened in one day when I was on my 6th-year holiday.
Oh.
This is all in the space of like it went from Wednesday night to all of Thursday. So on the 6th-year holiday we went to Magaluf.
Wait, is this the one with the dude in the?
Yeah. There's a lot in it.
Yes.
Basically, like how it works, like everything's a lot later there. Like you'd go for prinks like 12 or 1 o'clock, and like you wouldn't finish till like 8 or 9.
Yeah.
It'd be very late.
What country is this?
It's in Magaluf. It's an island off Spain, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Correct.
Yeah. 1 point. But the night started off by me just kind of me and my friends scouting the place.
Yeah.
And we found another guy who we knew was very drunk.
Oh, no.
He knows this. He was very almost like unconsciously drunk, just on a seat outside of a club, and it was very early. It was like 12 o'clock, and we picked him up and we kind of brought him over to the hotel that we knew where he was staying. I kind of knew his roommate, so we brought him up. And the way the rooms are, there's 2 separate beds you could put together to be one big bed, and I was a bit drunk at that time because I already slightly started drinking. And I opened the door and there was like a fucking waft of smell. And I was like, oh, I don't know what that is. And I just fucked him onto the bed and I closed the door. And I headed down to Prinks, which is just like the floor below us.
Yeah.
And I was sitting down and I hadn't really hung out with these lads before that much. It was the group that I was with. I was just kind of going there to say hi to a few lads I knew. I was sitting down there and one of the lads that their friends with came down. He was kind of like, looked like he just went for a swim or something. And I was like, you alright? And he goes, yeah, Ross. And I was like, yeah. Did you throw we'll just say person A, did you bring him back to his room? And I was like, I did. And he goes, oh, I was in there. And I was like, oh shit, did I throw him on you? And he goes, yeah, not just me. And he proceeds to tell me that while I threw this man on him, he was in the middle of fucking someone. On the bed.
Oh,
And I just went like, oh, for fuck's sake. This unconscious, drunk man.
you cockblocked him is what you're telling us here,
right.
lad.
It's
Yeah.
just so funny. Like, imagine you're in the middle of doing it. The door opens, a mysterious figure
And like, I was a bit.
walks in,
I was kind of muttering to myself. I was like, I like threw him onto the bed. Yeah, fuck off.
Just like you're trying to have a good time with this.
You know that scene in the first Harry Potter movie where Hagrid breaks out the door.
Sorry, man.
Two people like, but then
Here's your boy.
just like
Just drops it on the floor like.
It's yours now. But that was like the start of my like night out, and then
Keep him well fed and well hydrated.
take care of him now. He's very drunk. But we then went out, and on the strip there was this, like literally the first second I went on the strip, there was this guy in his jocks, and he was running around pretending to be a cat.
Oh, as you have.
Okay, yeah.
And he came up and kept meowing to everyone. And
Don't say, oh, Gucci.
no, like on all fours, and he just kind of walked past me, and I was like, "What the fuck is that?" No, I can't say. But like, he was just, there was this guy running around on all fours, and then the night went on. We all got very drunk, as you do, and my one friend that we were there with got very drunk, and for some ungodly reason, he went in front of this club, and he had my sunglasses. He put on my sunglasses and just started standing like a bouncer, and we were looking for him for like half an hour. And we're like, where the fuck is he? And then we kind of, like, I got a tap on the shoulder from my friend. He's like, look over there. And he's just standing there. And then eventually, this one random Spanish guy starts standing next to him, just posing. And then another one. And by the end, there was about 10 of them just posing outside this club. Just and you'd think they're pretending to be bouncers. No, they're just people walking right past them. And they were just staring at the fucking, like, sky. Just standing there. And we're like, is he okay? And we're like, here, do you want to come with us? We're probably going to head back now. And your man just kind of goes, no.
I have found like
He's
my
like-
reason to
He's
exist.
like, this is my place now.
My people.
You mentioned a cat there. Somewhere in
cat.
the story, someone walking on all fours
Yeah,
looking
yeah.
like a cat.
Yeah.
Should I talk about the cat that I ran into?
I have one more bit left on this,
Perfect, work away.
but I don't think I've told you this. I haven't really told anyone this.
Really?
It's something similar happened to my friend as well, actually. But I went to this afters. There's a good few people there, and we're all very, very drunk. And I was just like, I'm just going to pass out on the couch. Like, I can't be bothered going up to my room. And at one point during the night, it was like 7 a.m. I kind of woke up for a second. I was gasping. And there's this 2-liter thing of Fanta Orange was next to me. And I was like, fuck it, I'm gasping. I'm just going to down it. And I woke up the next day. It's like, felt a bit odd. But I went to breakfast, and it was just nice enough. We decided to go to this nice enough place for breakfast. And I kind of text one of the lads being like, oh, lads, are you hungover? And they're like, I'm all right. I was like, lad, I feel so weird. I'm not really hungover. I'm just kind of like, I feel odd. And I was like, wait, he's like, what did you drink? And I was like, well, I drank whatever during the day. And I woke up and had this thing of Fanta. And he goes, wait, the one on the next to the couch? And I was like, yeah. Lad, we just poured the rest of our fucking vodka into the 2-liter thing of Fanta. There was like a drop of Fanta in it, and it was nearly just like 2 liters of fucking vodka, and that was like 2 hours before I woke up. So then I kind of realized I'm gonna be very drunk in the next like 5 minutes. I need to get the fuck out of here.
Actually, you talking about that with the whole just like pure fucking vodka and nothing else. You can talk about that.
No, that's not my embarrassing story.
Oh,
I was literally told it was like my waddy Fanta, like it was just majority.
I have a couple anyways. I have a story from Liverpool, which I vowed to everyone that I would not let leave Liverpool.
That's fair.
Another one is, this was back during my teenage days where I had to run away from the guards.
Oh,
Say what?
Say what now?
Sorry, Mom.
She here?
don't worry, my
place to
brother
say that for
did
the
a
first
similar
time.
stunt.
She's looking at us from outside the window. There, like.
Who's looking at us?
There's
Your mom.
There's headphones in there, Ross, if you want to.
No, we're not allowed to touch him.
Oh, okay.
But
Fair.
yeah, all right, fuck it. I might as well cat's out the bag anyways.
It's about time, Mom, to learn the
We're
truth.
swapping headphones now. I'm getting to wear
I
the
was
headphones.
following the old Irish tradition of drinking in the field with friends. This was right next to an estate, and then, having a good time. Having a couple of drinks, and then of course, as it so happens, someone yells, "Shades!" Fucking scramble. This is in the middle of a field. Like I see lights of the garden. It's like, oh, I'm really fucking drunk. I gotta get the fuck out of here. And I knew the area, like. Generally, what it was like right next to a abandoned, overgrown construction site that led out to like a back road somewhere. It's like, right, I'm gonna go through there. Try to go in through there, and I was like, I started hearing foxes in the bushes, and it's like, oh god, it's probably Jason or something. Went all the way back, still saw the IRD in the field. And I was like, right, I see a house there. I'm gonna go through their back garden. Hopped over the fence,
Oh no.
and I was like, right, what do I do? look over, I see like a doghouse, and I was immediately like, "Oh, okay." Spend a solid 10 minutes trying to be the quietest I've ever been in my life, going across this, and I was like, "All right, Grant, made it to the other end." Looked out, just a massive boggy potato field, and I was like, "Oh shit." So I had to turn all the way around, spent another 10 minutes going back, hopped over another fence onto the road, and I was like, okay, I'm free. Saw a Gardaí car driving up towards me, and I was like trying to reclimb the fence, fell on my fucking ass and like broke the screen of my phone.
Oh my
And
god.
I sat on the side of the road with like mud on my ass, just kind of slumped in the feet, and the car just drove past me. And I had to walk all the way home, and I found out one of my friends who was climbing a fence ripped it all the way through to his underwear, and he just was running from the guards with his ass hanging out. But that's probably it, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mihal.
Yeah.
This
Okay.
is
Now
like my
it's now,
favorite
now
story.
it's your turn.
This actually didn't happen to me. It happened to one of my best friends.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't really have that many like embarrassing drunk stories that are PG enough for the
Okay.
podcast.
Are you on about the name thing?
Yes, I'm on about that. Okay. Yes, that's not my name.
Can you say it?
Can we
I
Wait,
say
can
that?
you say it?
That I see no issue with that.
If it's bad enough, Kuba will censor it.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
Do you know it?
No,
Oh yeah, I fully know the story
I
because
don't.
you see, Jay told me the story.
Actually, yeah. Shout out to Jade for telling this to absolutely
Everyone.
everyone who will listen to it.
Wait,
I
Mihal,
haven't
are you
heard it.
comfortable with saying the story?
I'm comfortable talking about my friend's story.
Okay.
Yeah,
About
yeah,
his
your
time
your
when he
friend's
was
story.
drunk.
Yeah.
If it's bad enough, we can just like censor it.
It'll be fine.
It should be fine. Yeah, this one anyway.
So this one day, my friend was on a date with this lovely girl, right?
Oh, we're doing this one.
And everything was going well. What do you mean are we doing
I
this
thought
one?
you
You
were
just
doing-
asked for that one.
Okay, yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
ready.
Like, ask and you shall receive.
I'm ready.
And
Is that like your relationship rule?
yes, Ross has to beg. Anyways, so my friend's on this date with this lovely girl, right? Everything is going great. They hit up the Marina Market, both got food, hit it off immediately. Things are going absolutely fantastic, right? Like, couldn't be better. Sweetest girl that they've ever met.
Kuba's
right?
already crying.
And so there was a lot of tension throughout the day because my friend and this girl, obviously there was a lot of chemistry, but my friend was a bit fucking nervous, obviously, so he didn't make a move until he felt like absolutely sure that it's also what she wanted, right? So
What did he do?
he,
What happened next?
Tell us.
after their date, which he got a little bit tipsy on, which he kind of needed in order to get through the night as
Liquor
well.
courage, yeah.
Liquor of courage, yes. So, my friend and this girl,
Yeah.
let's call my friend, let's just call him Ross for the sake of the story.
Okay. It's really funny.
How do you feel about that, Ross?
It's a really funny story. So
Get on with it! I want to know it.
Shut up, Ross.
Okay, so get on with the fuck.
Yeah, I fucking am, alright?
Do it. Say it.
And
Take
so
your sip.
Ross is getting with this girl, right? They're both in bed. They're both chilling. It's fantastic, right? Now, this is Ross's first time.
Mind you, he's just
Yeah.
not actually me.
Yeah, this is not actually
a
Ross.
different Ross.
It's a different Ross.
Yeah.
This is Ross's first time, so he's like, fuck. No idea what he's doing. Barely any experience. And all of a sudden, this is all happening at once, right? So there's a lot going on in his head, right? After, like, he eases into things, because they've now been having sex for about, well, a few hours at this stage, right? And things have kind of calmed down a small bit. And the girl that he was with, starts saying Ross's name, right? As some girls do during sex. And after, like, they say it once, they say it twice, They've been saying it for the last 2 hours. Ross eventually goes, whoa, whoa, whoa. Stops everything that he's doing. Mid-thrust. Just completely stops. That's not my name.
Wait, we're fully aware that Ola, this is your first time hearing this.
Oh
Yes.
my god.
And so Ross looks the girl up and down and says, whoa, 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 that's not my fucking name.
Jesus.
Fully committing to the bit, thinking this would be fucking hilarious, right? It's an example of such a bad, intrusive thought going through someone's stupid, silly Ross Tobin brain. So, anyways,
Was not me.
yeah, this is a different Ross.
No, it's Rosso.
Yeah,
Rosso.
Rosso Tabin.
Yes, exactly. And so, the girl in question starts crying,
Oh my god.
and Ross seems to think that because Ross is obviously quite drunk, Ross seems to think that this is, they're committing to the bit too.
I did not hear this. Oh my god.
Ross started pissing himself, laughing because, oh my god, you're such a great actress.
Jesus Christ.
The tears are rolling. Oh my god, no,
Wait,
no,
you
no.
didn't tell me that.
I've been saying the wrong name the whole time. And Ross is like, yeah.
No way.
Right.
Ross said, you sure have.
You did not.
Yes. What you mean?
No.
Ross.
His friend did. His friend
He did
did.
Ross. He did
And
not.
so, yeah. Yeah. And then the Ross had to clarify that was a really cruel joke. I'm so sorry. I'm obviously quite drunk.
Jesus Christ.
Did Ross ever get to see this woman again?
4 more times.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
So fair
Good for Ross.
Ross is a legend.
lad,
bro.
lad, fair play to Ross, man.
Yeah,
Like,
fair play,
honestly,
yeah.
props to him.
He must have some
But,
like charm.
Yeah.
But yeah, sound for Jade for telling Ross's story to absolutely, like, Chris? Yeah, shout out to Chris as well. Chris found out the story. Wrong, by the way. Jade told Chris just the complete wrong story. Basically, everyone knows at this stage because, to be honest, it is quite funny. And
It's a really
that's
good
why
story.
Ross did it.
Yeah.
Right? Ross knew. He knew.
He'd have
in
stories. He was
future
sacrificing- he was
this
sacrificing-
story will be unreal. What do you mean? He wasn't sacrificing.
He was
shit.
sacrificing courage.
Ross didn't sacrifice anything for this.
He obtained long-term pleasure
What?
from this blunder.
Pause.
No?
Joy.
Joy. Pleasure,
I wouldn't
joy.
even call this, like, in retrospect, is it even a blunder?
Oh, fucking no, man.
Because
To each their own.
It's fine.
Ross proceeded in his nocturnal activities after he did this mild-mannered interlude.
But anyways, I'll
yeah.
tell you what, lads. You've hit them with a curveball. Do you have a curveball?
We
topic?
actually do have a curveball.
Yeah, hit
We
us
do?
with the curveball. so.
Our curveball is roughly how many versions of you in 6th class do you think you could take in a fight at
Yeah.
once?
We've heard this before.
I think me and you have gone back and forth
we've
with
had this conversation before.
Let's
yeah.
see, the scrawny little shit that listened to Reddit stories on YouTube, I could probably take around 15.
15 is that's still 15 12-year-old Olans, like.
Do you think they know how to fucking fight? They have their knuckles like this.
Do you?
Uh,
Oh, shit. Oh,
I-
he does.
I-
Oh, he does.
I know. I remember for the longest time, whenever I balled my fist, I balled them like this. But now I know how to do this.
for
now.
reference, he put his thumbs inside his
Yeah.
fists. They cannot see.
For reference, he beat the shit out of me, Hall, just there.
He didn't actually hit me.
Alright.
Please don't cancel us.
We are gonna have to hurry up with this.
Okay,
Okay,
Unfortunately, I'm sorry.
I'm saying 20.
20.
But here's
15.
here's the thing, right?
I-
You pick up one Mihal, he's got a big skull on him.
Just use them as a weapon.
Like, just fucking like
Yeah.
a mace.
Wallop them, yeah.
Just like, have you ever seen like Olympic hammer throw players pick up the hammer and they just start fucking spinning on it?
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
I'm easily killing 12 before I start.
What
this.
about
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
Ross?
I think I could take like 12. I think.
Yeah.
Mm.
What about you, Kuba?
3 at best.
3 at bat?
3 at best.
When I was in 6th class, I weighed 120 kilos.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wait,
So
it's 6th class, isn't it?
6th class.
Oh,
yeah,
class.
I
So
weighed,
like 15
I weighed
years.
120 in 6th class.
15.
15.
So-
15 6th class Rosses.
15,
Yeah.
15,
Yeah.
15.
15.
I would
Yeah,
absolutely only
15.
take on 3 because that's too much weight. You know, once they grab you,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
gone. You're gone.
Yeah.
Like,
I think back then I weighed like fucking 30 kilos.
Yeah, I know, I was a
That's
little-
fair.
Oh my
I
God.
think
That's
I was
very-
on
yeah.
the dot 40, which is like I could fucking
Yeah.
do that, no problem.
I was a very quiet
Alright.
boy. I just like fucking.
unfortunately, we were not able to cover every topic, but that just kind
Yeah.
of comes when you have 4 people talking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of
But
course.
anyway, I'd say that will conclude episode 6
Lovely.
of this curveball.
Lovely. Thank you so much for having
Which
us on.
turned out way more NSFW than I thought it was.
It's us.
Yeah,
It's
us.
only,
Oh.
this is a very short one at only 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Unfortunately, we have
Could we,
volleyball.
could we pretty please like put an NSFW tag like underneath it? Also, disclaimer: none of these stories are real. They're
No,
all
they're all
fake,
they're
they're
all
fake.
they're all made up.
Mom, I made that one up to sound cool.
yeah, ma'am. If you watch this, like I don't even know Ross that well.
Yeah. Hi, Mihal's mom.
Hi, Mihal's mom.
Okay.
And also, ma'am,
Tell you to
yes,
finally
Kuba
meet
has a girlfriend. We're just really good friends.
Yeah.
Likewise.
Well, anyway, the podcast has been brought to you by your lovely host
Olin.
and myself, Kuba, and our 2 guests.
Ross.
And Michael. That was Ross.
Mihal.
Hit him, hit him, hit him.
And we're going to end off with Olin's scream that's pre-recorded.
I could do one now if you want.
Oh, do that
Yeah,
too.
do one now.
Oh, God! Oh, God! Oh, God! No!